The first time I met his parents, his mother called me by his ex's name, and then handed me an engagement ring. I stood there, frozen, while the diamond glinted up at me like it knew the secret I was about to choke on. His mother's lips curled into the kind of smile you give a daughter-in-law you've already accepted, and my boyfriend's hand tightened on my back, almost hard enough to bruise. I wanted to say something, to correct her, but the words stuck in my throat as I realized he wasn't correcting her either. Dinner turned into a silent war. She asked me question after question about favorite vacations and inside jokes, all things I had never done or heard of. He played along, answering as if I was the woman she thought I was. The ring box sat between us, a ticking time bomb with a velvet trigger. Every time I glanced at him, he looked away, his jaw clenched so tightly I wondered if he'd ever speak to me directly again. After dessert, his mother pressed the ring into my hand and whispered, "I'm so glad you're giving him another chance." I finally snapped, demanding to know what she was talking about. She looked at me, confused, and said, "Isn't that why you forgave him for what happened last year?" My boyfriend went pale, and I realized the truth. He never told her we broke up, never told her about me, and had just slotted me into the space his ex left behind, hoping no one would notice. I left the ring on the table and walked out, his mother calling after me with his ex's name echoing in my ears. I realized I'd been in love with an idea, not a person, and that he'd been in love with a memory. The worst betrayal wasn't just his lies, but how eagerly I'd tried to mold myself into someone I'd never met, just to be loved. That night, I learned the difference between being chosen and being convenient, and I finally chose myself.